There's so much news, right? I swear, got hit by this shit, and then over the weekend, every fighting game dev was like, he's out, release the news. Tekken's got triangle shading, and like Rugal, and like all kinds of shit. Yeah, I ate the apples for sure. Can I just say,
Sajam fan now?
Arc System works. Hey, fuck you guys, alright? When I saw this, there's like a funny clip of Deb where she's like, Caitlyn from League of Legends? I don't believe a single person if you were like, oh, that's Testament. I didn't know. I was like, they gave us a new character for the last character. I was like, this isn't Slayer. Is this Slayer? Arc System Works heard everybody saying, like, you know what, man? Fuck Testament. You know, there's a lost in translation moment where they were like, fuck Testament. All these people want to fuck Testament. Let's make their dreams a reality. They didn't realize that the character was a war crime, and we were all not a fan. They're evil. You have no right making Testament look cool. Because I thought Old Testament was whack. Skinny little dweeb running around summoning stupid stuff. Ow. Oh man, this character looks so cool. We're gonna watch the starter guide too, since that's out. The new Gravedigger, which is like, I thought it was gonna be the old move, just changed. The puddle on the scythe, that's so cool. If only Testament was a coffee drinker. There's so much cool stuff in this trailer too. Warrant? Yeah. 5D. Ow. This super is cool too. We'll talk about this in the starter guide. And the date is so soon. It's the 28th is Monday. There were so many good announcements though, right? So like they announced like, hey, season 2 is happening. There's 4 new characters in season 2. And then they announced Crossplay was coming, which last night at the roundtable, they announced that Crossplay, there will be a beta for it. Because a feature like this, you know, it's like you can't just add that in and then expect it to be fine. Like there's probably going to be some mistakes. So they said, hey, we'll have a Crossplay beta before season 2. Or like, I don't know, I assume it's before season 2, but maybe it's around season 2, whatever. Plus they announced Arcrevo World Tour 2022. Hey, Arxis, I'll see you there. I'll make sure I'm taking some vitamin C. Yeah, they said balance changes, extensive balance changes, $100,000 world tour. I heard, so they said $100,000 world tour for DNF and Strive. I heard during the roundtable, Gina said it's $100,000 for each game. That's pretty cool. I think you have to be pretty happy about that. DNF also got an announcement trailer. They announced the date, which is what, June 28th, I believe. June 28th is the date we get to play our favorite loose fighting game. I don't know if you guys saw. The box art for this game got revealed. And it has some characters on it that have not been announced. So if you don't want to know, then don't look at the box art. Moonveil user character, Ghostblade. I think Ghostblade looks cool. Who's next? She's on the cover. I was like, what the? June 28th is so... Yeah, that's so surprising to me. I thought it was... I know they said summer, but I was expecting it to be later, if I'm honest with you. If they're going to push DNF, though, and it's going to get a big tour, it's kind of surprising that it's not at EVO, though, right? This character also got a starter guide, basically. Also, can I just say...
Testament excels in the mid-range.
Every time they do one of these, there's like a new person doing the VO. Look. Arc System. If you just need someone, I'll do it. Okay? I love these kinds of videos. NDAs, no leaks, no reveals, anything like that. I got you covered. You just let me know. I will do the, you know, in this behemoth typhoon. I got you covered. Anyway.
Fighting with a variety of projectiles.
Let's talk about Testament.
Of the field.
We saw like 4 cool things in the trailer that I'll talk about after this. Oh, man. All of that was so despicable.
Put the opponent into stain state.
Nasty.
A follow-up attack
we don't need
will
this.
occur when you hit the opponent with certain moves while they are in.
So this is like the new curse. In the old game, essentially, Testament's objective was to make neutral difficult for you with normals, right? The normals for the character were really good. But also with the webs, the trees, and curse, right? And beast. So like you would try to like kill a net and then Testament would like air to air you or anti-air you. Or you're trying to fight Testament on the ground and then you run into some like trap that they placed earlier. And you're like, I hate it here. So,
sustained state.
you know, the curse is a pretty
You
important
can go into
aspect.
a combo after the follow-up attack hits, or maintain your offense when blocked. Use this opportunity to go
That
on the
that is scary. I wonder if that's gonna end up being plus.
Grave Reaper.
Grave
Testament
Reaper. I assume this is gonna be like an altered version of Badlands or something, because it has like a strike and then a projectile. This is cool. It like replaces having to put any of the traps on the screen, right? So instead of Testament placing nets and trees, it's like this is a projectile that does this, and then it applies curse, and then you have curse on you, and then you can then get smoked by the bird.
Strikes forward with their side,
and it leaves the mark,
sending out a projectile. The slash version sends
cool.
the projectile forward, while the heavy slash version moves at a diagonal. The scythe strike also has a hitbox and combos into the projectile on hit.
That we saw that in like there was a charge combo with it in the other one, the other video.
If you hold down the button for each version.
Looks like an enemy from Hades, doesn't it?
The projectile transforms into a succubus and remains for a short while before disappearing.
That's pretty
Unholy
cool.
Diver.
I feel like you could combo with the other, whatever it's called.
Familiar flies forward.
This seems great, by the way.
Puts the opponent in stain state on hit or block.
Because just as like an example, you can shoot the ground projectile crawler and then do Unholy Diver, and then that will cover so much space on the screen. You know what I mean? Or you shoot the diagonal projectile upwards, and then it's gonna shoot diagonal, so you have like an anti-air bird option alongside whatever you're using.
If the projectile from Grave Reaper is on screen, the crow flies towards that
I'll talk about stay in state. We can go back again.
Watch for the positioning of the opponent and the projectile when going for this move. Possession. Testament vanishes and reappears in the position of the projectile
basically
from Grave Reaper. Testament reappears in their initial position if the projectile is not on screen.
Unholy Diver.
Testament will also reappear in their initial position when the button is held down.
That's cool too that you can fake
this
it.
This means the move can be used either for movement or as a feint.
Teleport is pretty fast also.
Arbiter Sign. An attack that tracks to the opponent's position to an extent. The slash version is a low, and the heavy slash version is an overhead.
Oh man.
This move works well to mix up a blocking opponent.
I wonder how big
However,
the gap is there.
Be aware that it cannot
that one
track
seems
the
much slower,
from
right?
Too close or too far
when you watch it, it seems like the heavy version is a bit slower. You can kind of see
Testament
maybe the difference between the two of them.
Succubus, who performs multiple powerful attacks.
This super looks sick.
This move has quick recovery, creating an opportunity to approach together with the succubus.
So like you can run behind this. Not only that, but it puts the bird on you.
The succubus's
right?
Attacks also put the opponent in stain state.
Oh no, it puts stain state on you. Got you. It doesn't put the bird out. It's a super that you can lock someone down and then probably jump and then go low or like air dash or whatever you want to do. Like just do a falling mix up. And you have the navy pressure. You have the overhead and low beast. If the bird is already on you, if like the Gravedigger, monster truck rally car, what's the move? The projectile. If the projectile is already on you, you can teleport.
Testament summons a massive
this is the invincible super.
Unleashing an extremely powerful attack. This move has invincibility as the attack comes out.
Oh, you're
making
a
it
Sajam
work
fan
well
now?
in combos, or for interrupting the opponent.
Nice. That's pretty fast, it looked like. That's not, I don't know what the gap bit there is actually, but I don't think it's that slow. The reason I'm excited about this character is the normals look so fun. I think Testament looked really fun before, but in like a different way. In this game, I think that looks so good. 2S5H working like that seems, like this seems so messed up. Seems like it's pretty solid, I gotta be honest.
Forward heavy slash and the heavy slash version of Grave Reaper cover a large area upwards.
Yeah, and the projectile seems good too. It doesn't look like it's that plus at that range though, right? Like, doesn't this look like it's like
a large area?
Probably recovers here before Testament. Let's look. Or maybe it's like slightly plus. Yeah, it's like pretty close to neutral. So at that range, it's like not that plus, but it seems like it's probably pretty annoying to deal with still. I love the bird drift RC combos already too. The bird being able to make people pop up. This is funny. That Ram is just smoking Testament.
You can gain the advantage just by connecting the far edge of your pokes with the opponent.
Yeah, we'll talk about Stain State. All right, so let's go back. When you're in Stain State and you get hit by things, there's like a pop. You know how like Afro gets lit on fire from Faust? Right? Where like after you get lit on fire, there's like a pop afterwards.
Into a combo.
So you see how there's like a hit there? So there's like this close slash, and then after close slash hits, there's like an additional pop here from the Stain State. You see that?
Opportunity.
So like dust hits and then it pops from the Stain State.
To go on the offense.
And then you just combo off it. The crow is what applies
puts the
Stain
opponent in Stain State.
Yeah, for Kelta, wow.
Projectile from
So what you want to do is probably shoot the projectile so that they get the succubus on them, and then just use the bird afterwards, and then that gives Stain State, and then hit them. You know what I mean? This is like the flow chart. That's pretty cool too. I didn't notice this the first time I watched the Ram clip. That Ram is in Stain State, and this move, the Beast, actually pops Stain State too. So it's like any hit, huh? Yeah, I did hear the same thing when Arc System Works, when they said like, yo, 4 new characters that everybody's been waiting for coming out or something, or like they kind of phrased it such that it sounds like the 4 characters in season 2 are returning characters. Cliff? Okay, if it's gonna be Cliff, then give me 4 new characters. Isn't he dead in the lore? So we should stick to the lore. I don't need them to betray the fantastic story that Guilty Gear has built over its franchise, you know? So just make him dead, and he doesn't need to come back. I think looking at the character, like it's very clear the design is intended to give you a similar like idea or game plan to the old character, but executed in like a new way. They like cut out a bunch of old stuff and they're like, all right, it's gonna be like this now. Like before, when you think about Testament, a lot of Testament's play is based around the strength of traps and beasts, and which are kind of like also that, and the normals, making it so that you like move into a position where you want to deal with one thing, and then Testament can smoke you for it. And you know, there's like a lot of things on the screen that just add up to being a problem. And like in this game, Testament's kind of the same way in that the projectile and beast and the curse like force you to deal with one thing or another. You just let Testament set up and do all this stuff, you're gonna end up in a bad spot. Testament is fucking stupid, but way more fun to fight in Plus R compared to like some of the other characters that are just like, they may be way worse characters, but they're just not. I don't like fighting. I would rather fight Testament than Zappa for sure. And Biken. Honestly, probably Milia and Chip too. Anyway, who's got the Rugal trailer? SNK is so beast for this. To make Omega Rugal free DLC, that's pretty beast, I gotta say. Especially because like, you know, he just comes out in between the other character packs they already had. And he's got the wall-to-wall super. Oh man, the stupid pose he does after Genocide Cutter. What a character, man. Like wall-to-wall. Yeah, he does a stupid pose after both, like the regular and the EX one. This shit is sick, by the way. This is such a good trailer. He's just fucking owning everybody. I mean, yeah, they know. They know. They're like, alright. That's fine. Who's there, Kirby? What up? They gotta make him fucked up, you know what I mean? This boss fight has to be hard. If it's too easy, then it's gonna be so bad. Volleyballs, what up, volleyballs? Thanks to the prime. Man, you know, the SNK bosses are famous for move reading, right? So they just like, the minute you do something, they're like, oh, DP. They're incredibly fucked up. Their moves are super nasty, and then they just move read you and destroy you. So you have all that, and then that's why they're showing him just DP everything on reaction and destroy you. I think it's cool that he's free, and if you beat him, you unlock a new costume and stage and music and everything. It's like such a classic thing to do. SNK is so old. They're like, fuck it, we're just gonna do this. And everybody's like, hell yeah, that's sick. I'm actually really excited. I think the crossplay announcement for Strive to me is like the biggest one. I think all of us kind of expected another season of DLC characters, but them just being like, yo, crossplay is coming. Like, we're gonna do crossplay. That shit is so cool. Sin and Goku about to pull up on the PS players. Uh-oh.
Listen.
This fucking dweeb super noon tweeting, LOL, DNF Duel is out like fucking June 28th. Bye, Strive. Fucking dead. Can't wait to never play that game again. 2 minutes later, Best Testament, NA. Can't wait to play. I love Strive. My favorite video game to ever be created by Arc System Works. I'm like reading his Twitter and I'm like, I wish this sickness would have taken me out harder so I didn't have to fucking read this. I wish I was more sick so that I couldn't physically open my eyes. It would be way better for my sanity.